Good morning, everybody. Today we are discussing about different theories of motivation. Last class we already covered the Douglas McGregor's theory X and theory Y, and also discussed Abraham Maslow's need hierarchy theory. And today we will discuss around three theories. That is Herzberg motivation theory and McLean's need theory, and also we will compare the Herzberg theory with the Maslow's theory, and also we will discuss another theory also. The theory is all about ERG theory, that is expected related growth theory. Okay, that is the ERG theory also we are going to discuss. So today we are discussing the first theory, that is Herzberg's motivation theory. So Herzberg, he is a person who has coined this particular Herzberg's theory, Herzberg's two-factor theory we can say. Okay, where there are two factors. One is motivating factor and the one is hygiene factor. Every worker finds there are two factors in the organization, that is motivating factor and hygiene factor. If motivating factor will be there in the organization, that will help the employee to grow and that satisfy the employee or the worker. If hygiene factor will be present in the organization, it is not motivate the workers, but it is quite required for that particular hygiene factor. With the presence of this particular hygiene factor, there is no problem there is no question of any kind of satisfaction. But in the absence of those hygiene factor, it leads to dissatisfaction. So that's it is very important for the organizations to have those hygiene factor. We will distinguish and we will know categorically what is hygiene factor, what is motivating factors. So Herzberg two-factor theory argues that there are two factors that an organization can adjust to influence motivation into the workplace. Okay, दो फैक्टर, एक हाइजीन फैक्टर है, दूसरा मोटिवेटिव फैक्टर है, जो कि इन्फ्लुएंस करता है वर्क प्लेस में इन ऑर्गेनाइजेशन. So there are two factors. One is motivator, another one is hygiene factor. Motivator means which can encourage employees to work harder. जो motivating factor क्या होता है और motivator कौन क्या होता है, जो कि एक employee को encourage करता है ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा काम करने के लिए, जो कि उसके वर्क को इन्फ्लुएंस करता है, जो 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 इन्फ्लुएंस करता है एक वर्कर को ताकि वो अपना बेस्ट दे सके. ओके वो है मोटिवेटर और मोटिवेटिंग फैक्टर. हाइजीन फैक्टर क्या है? This won't encourage the employee to work harder, but they will cause them to become unmotivated if they are not present. ये जो हाइजीन फैक्टर है वो मोटिवेट नहीं करता है, लेकिन उसकी कमी से, जो हाइजीन फैक्टर की कमी से, हाइजीन फैक्टर अगर ना होगा तो वो डीमोटिवेट करेगा और अनमोटिवेट करेगा किसको? एक वर्कर को. सो हाइजीन फैक्टर होना बहुत जरूरी है ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में. ओके, so Herzberg 2 theory, that is this particular thing is all about the hygiene factor. This is known as what everybody, okay, motivating factors. So poor hygiene factor decreases employee job satisfaction. What is that? Poor हाइजीन फैक्टर, अगर ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में हाइजीन फैक्टर नहीं होगा, लाइक हाइजीन फैक्टर वी कैन से कैंटीन फैसिलिटी. ओके, अगर एक ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में कैंटीन फैसिलिटी नहीं होगा तो दैट लीड्स टू व्हाट? डिससैटिस्फैक्शन टू द एम्प्लॉय, और द सैटिस्फैक्शन लेवल ऑफ द एम्प्लॉय reduces because there is a absence of what, or there is a poor hygiene factors. Similarly, what is the motivating factor? Motivating factor increases employee job satisfaction. अगर एक ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में मोटिवेटिव फैक्टर रहेगा तो वहां पे जो एम्प्लॉय का क्या है, जॉब सेटिस्फेक्शन लेवल क्या होगा, उसको जॉब के ऊपर जो सेटिस्फेक्शन क्या है वो इंक्रीज होगा. सो हेड्जबर्ग टू फैक्टर थ्योरी व्हाट इट टेल्स, अगर हाइजीन फैक्टर अगर ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में नहीं रहेगा तो जो एम्प्लॉय का है जॉब के ऊपर, जॉब के सेटिस्फेक्शन के ऊपर वो क्या होगा? डिक्रीज होता जाएगा. और एक ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में अगर मोटिवेटिंग फैक्टर रहेगा तो एम्प्लॉय का जो क्या है, सेटिस्फेक्शन लेवल क्या बढ़ता जाएगा. सो दिस इज ऑल अबाउट hygiene factor and motivating factor. So we have to know specifically what are those hygiene factor and what are those motivating factors. Okay, so motivating factor or motivators. Okay, so first one is achievement, recognition, then the work itself, responsibility, advancement, growth. Okay, So motivators are, or what are the motivating factor? Motivating factors are achievement. You want to achieve something, you want to accomplish something, you want to achieve something, that is to fulfill your desire, that is your achievement. Then recognition means your reputation, you will be known to someone, okay, and you are having a very good reputation, that is recognition. The work itself, the satisfaction you are deriving from the work, that work itself is a motivating factor or motivator. Then responsibility, you are quite like to take the responsibility, that is the motivating factor. Then advancement, that is the creativity and growth, also the enhancement of your career, your skills, okay, your betterment, okay, in the form of any kind of salary. So these are all coming under what a very motivating factor. Motivating factor क्या हो सकता है? आप इनोवेटिव हो गए, आप क्रिएटिविटी हो गया, आपका एक्सपीरियंस बढ़ रहा है, आपका स्किल बढ़ रहा है, आपका रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी, आपका काम, ओके, आपका जो रेपुटेशन बढ़ रहा है, आपको कुछ प्रेस्टीज मिल रहा है, आप करियर में एक माइलस्टोन अचीव कर लिया. So these are all motivating factors which motivates the particular employee to give the best in the job field. And also this leads to, अगर मोटिवेटर रहेगा तो मोटिवेटिंग फैक्टर रहेगा तो एम्प्लॉय का क्या है, सेटिस्फेक्शन लेवल क्या है, बढ़ता जाएगा. Then after motivator, what is that hygiene factor? What is the hygiene factor? If hygiene factors are not present in an organization, that leads to dissatisfaction to a employee. अगर हाइजीन फैक्टर नहीं रहेगा तो एक एम्प्लॉय, एक ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में क्या होगा, एम्प्लॉय क्या होगा, डिससेटिस्फाई होगा. सो हाइजीन फैक्टर अदरवाइज नोन एज डिससेटिस्फायर्स. डिससेटिस्फायर हाइजीन फैक्टर अदरवाइज नोन एज. सो हाइजीन फैक्टर में क्या आएगा, कंपनी का जो पॉलिसी है, कंपनी का रूल रेगुलेशन, वो पॉलिसी है, वो हाइजीन फैक्टर में आएगा. वो नहीं रहेगा कंपनी में, रूल रेगुलेशन प्रोटोकॉल नहीं रहेगा तो वो हमेशा कंफ्यूजन में रहेगा, जो कि डिससेटिस्फेक्शन क्रिएट कर सकता है कोई भी एम्प्लॉय का. देन सुपरविजन, प्रॉपर सुपरविजन नहीं रहेगा, कंट्रोल रहेगा, कौन आता है कौन जाता है, इस टाइप का अगर कोई भी कंट्रोल नहीं रहेगा, सुपरविजन नहीं रहेगा, तो हमेशा कंफ्यूजन हो रहेगा. So that leads to dissatisfaction. That is hygiene factor. Hygiene factor's presence is always required in an organization. Okay, whether motivating factor will be there or not, that is not matter, but hygiene factor presence is highly needed. Then work condition, किस कंडीशन में काम करते हो, आपको प्रॉपर ग्लोव्स दिया गया है नहीं, मास्क दिया गया है नहीं, ओके, हेलमेट दिया गया नहीं, सेफ्टी शूज मिला है नहीं. सो दिस वर्किंग कंडीशन इज इंपॉर्टेंट. वाटर फैसिलिटी है या नहीं, कैंटीन फैसिलिटी है या नहीं, ये तमाम वर्किंग कंडीशन जो कि जिसके मौजूद से ही एक एम्प्लॉय क्या है, काम कर पाएगा. अगर वो नहीं रहेगा तो क्या होगा, एक एम्प्लॉय क्या होगा, डिससेटिस्फाइड हो जाएगा. Then remuneration, proper remuneration should be there, incentive will be there, bonus should be there, salary should be there, security should be there, security of the job. Okay, so these all coming under the category of what everybody, hygiene factor. Okay, मोटिवेटिंग फैक्टर रहे या ना रहे कुछ प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, लेकिन हाइजीन फैक्टर होना जरूरी है. क्यों जरूरी है? अगर हाइजीन फैक्टर नहीं रहेगा तो एक एम्प्लॉय क्या होगा, डिससेटिस्फाई हो जाएगा, वो काम नहीं कर पाएगा. लेकिन मोटिवेटिंग फैक्टर रहने से क्या है होगा, वो क्या होगा, इन द absence of motivating factor it will not leads to dissatisfaction, but in the presence of motivating factors, what will happen, the employee will get satisfied. उसका satisfaction level employee का worker का क्या होता जाएगा, बढ़ता जाएगा. So these are the two factors where the Hertzberg has told the two factor theory, where he categorically told there are two factor, one is hygiene factor and the other motivating factor or motivators. Okay, motivator ना रहने से कुछ problem नहीं है, लेकिन motivator रहने से क्या है, employee का क्या होता है, satisfaction level बढ़ता है, उसका job का satisfaction बढ़ता है. लेकिन हाइजीन फैक्टर अगर नहीं रहेगा तो एक ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में क्या होगा, जो एम्प्लॉय का क्या है, डिससैटिस्फैक्शन बढ़ता जाएगा. So now we are comparing between the Maslow's need hierarchy theory and the Hertzberg two factor theory. Okay, so Maslow's need hierarchy theory, we we found that there are five hierarchy. Okay, so first one is physiological needs, safety needs, then social needs, then esteem needs, then self-actualization. Under Maslow need, that is food, cloth, shelter, then safety of property, safety from danger, and safety against danger. Then social needs, that is law of belongingness. Okay, so and family, these are all coming social needs. Then esteem needs, the reputation, the prestige. Okay, social status, that is esteem needs. Then self-actualization, that is realizing your own potential. So that is known as सेल्फ एक्चुअलाइजेशन नीड। सो एक एम्प्लॉय क्या है, एक से दूसरा नीड क्या है फुलफिल करता जाएगा, और एक नीड कंप्लीट होने के बाद दूसरा नीड को वो जंप करेगा। ओके, वो अपना एक्शन डालेगा, वो अपने एफर्ट डालेगा अपना अपने काम में, क्योंकि वो उसको वो नीड का फुलफिल करना है। ओके, अकॉर्डिंग टू द मास्लोस नीड हायरार्की और मास्लोस मॉडल। एंड व्हाट इज हर्ट्जबर्ग्स मॉडल? ओके, so what is Hertzberg model? The salary, personal life, okay, the quality of supervision, working condition, job security, status, interpersonal relations, company policy, and administration. So these are coming under the maintenance factors. Okay. Then challenging work, achievement, growth, responsibility, advancement, recognition. These are all motivation or motivator or motivating factor. Okay. So Hertzberg two factor theory is all told about the two factor. One is one maintenance factor and another one is motivating factor. अगर maintenance factor नहीं रहेगा तो dissatisfaction होगा, motivating factor नहीं रहेगा तो dissatisfaction नहीं होगा। लेकिन motivator factors रहने से क्या होगा, जो एम्प्लॉय का क्या है satisfaction लेवल बढ़ता जाएगा। ओके, एंड मेंटेनेंस फैक्टर का अगर absence रहेगा तो एम्प्लॉय का dissatisfaction लेवल बढ़ता जाएगा। ओके, so we discuss what are the maintenance factor and what are the motivator. Job आपका क्या काम करता है, आपका responsibility, growth from the job, achievement, challenging work, risk taking job. So these are all coming under motivator. Where is your status and the working condition, the quality of supervision, salary, bonus, okay, incentive, your personal life, these are all coming under the maintenance factor. Okay, then we can compare the Hertzberg exam oriented question, the comparison in between the Hertzberg two factor theory and Maslow's need hierarchy theory or Maslow's model. Okay, so we have to compare the Maslow's model as well as what Hertzberg's model. We have to compare in between these two. Okay, so first one is order of needs. Okay, under Maslow's model, what is written? The hierarchical arrangements of needs. The order of needs, the base is the issue is all about order of needs. So Maslow's model is all about the hierarchical arrangement of needs. Okay, आपका जो hierarchy है नीड के आधार के ऊपर आपका जो hierarchy प्रिपेयर हुआ है, ओके, अरेंजमेंट हुआ है। नो सच hierarchy अरेंजमेंट, लेकिन हर्ट्जबर्ग में कोई भी hierarchy स्टेप बाय स्टेप अरेंजमेंट नहीं हुआ है। ओके, एम्फसिस, what is for Maslow's model, that is quite descriptive, whereas Hertzberg is something like prescriptive. Descriptive में ये है, ये होने से ये होगा, that is descriptive. Prescriptive क्या है, ये होना चाहिए, it ought to be, it should be, that is known as prescriptive. Okay, then the essence of theory, unsatisfied needs energize behavior, this behavior causes performance. So Maslow's में क्या है, आपका अगर कोई भी need still it is not satisfied, so उस need को आप satisfy करने में, उस need को पूरा करने में आप क्या करते हैं, you do certain performance, you do certain action under Maslow's model. But gratified needs causes performance. Under Hertzberg theory क्या है, आपका परफॉर्मेंस कैसे बेहतर होता जाएगा, इफ यू आर हैविंग ग्रेटिफाइड नीड्स, आपका जो हायर एंड हायर नीड है उसे अचीव करने के लिए, जो कि टॉप लेवल मोटिवेटर है, उसको अचीवमेंट करने के लिए आप अपना क्या है परफॉर्मेंस देता जाओगे। लेकिन यहाँ पे मास्लो में क्या है, आपका जो लोअर लेवल नीड है जो कि अभी तक सेटिस्फाइड नहीं हुआ है, अनसेटिस्फाइड नीड जो कि सेटिस्फाइड नहीं हुआ है, उसको पूरा करने के लिए आप एक्शन डालते हो, आप परफॉर्मेंस देते हो। देन मोटिवेटर है, एनी नीड कैन बी ए मोटिवेटर इफ इट इज रिलेटिवली अनसेटिस्फाइड। व्हाट इज मोटिवेटर? इफ अगर आपका कोई भी नीड आज तक कंप्लीट नहीं हुआ है, फुलफिल नहीं हुआ है, वो which is not satisfied yet, that can be a motivator. अगर आपका जो आपका अगर सोशल नीड फुलफिल नहीं हुआ है, सोशल नीड को पूरा करने में कुछ आप एफर्ट डालते हो, वो आपके लिए क्या है, मोटिवेटर है। ओके, दैट सोशल फैक्टर्स। ओनली हायर ऑर्डर नीड्स सर्व एज मोटिवेटर। लेकिन यहाँ पे जो हेर्ट्जबर्ग में क्या है, जो हायर ऑर्डर नीड्स लाइक जैसे एस्टीम नीड्स, जैसे क्या है सेल्फ एक्चुअलाइजेशन नीड्स, जैसे ग्रोथ, these are all which are there in the higher order, which acts as a motivator, okay, which serves as a motivator according to the Hertzberg model. Applicability takes a general view of the motivational problem of all workers. It takes the general view of the motivational problem of all workers. Okay, this particular Maslow's theory is all about taken the general view of all the worker, but takes a micro view and deals with work-oriented motivation problem of professional worker. Here, under this particular Hertzberg theory, what the 200 engineers, their behavior are studied, which where they are the professional people, where here the Maslow's hierarchy only the workers behavior is being studied, okay, and the theory is applied to those workers. This is a general view of the workers, but the professional people's professional workers, their problem are being studied in this Hertzberg model. Okay, then factors, the existence of some factors create a positive attitude and their non-existence create a negative attitude. Okay, अगर एग्जिस्टेंस वो फैक्टर एग्जिस्टेंस किया तो आपको क्या है पॉजिटिव एटीट्यूड मिलेगा, वो फैक्टर नहीं रहेगा तो आपको क्या है नेगेटिव एटीट्यूड मिलेगा. द पॉजिटिव एंड नेगेटिव फैक्टर्स आर कंप्लीटली डिफरेंट. इन केस ऑफ दिस हेर्ज़बर्ग थ्योरी द पॉजिटिव एंड नेगेटिव फैक्टर्स आर कंप्लीटली डिफरेंट. लेकिन यहाँ पे मसलों में क्या है, अगर पॉजिटिव फैक्टर आपका रहेगा तो दैट लीड्स टू व्हाट एवरीबॉडी, आपका पॉजिटिव एटीट्यूड क्रिएट होगा, वो फैक्टर रहेगा. अगर वो फैक्टर नहीं रहेगा तो आपका नेगेटिव एटीट्यूड क्या है, नेगेटिव एटीट्यूड आ जाएगा. लेकिन यहाँ पे कोई भी पॉजिटिव या नेगेटिव फैक्टर आर totally different in this particular Hertzberg model. So this is all about the comparison in between the Maslow's model and Hertzberg's two-factor model. Okay, so every time it is asked in the exam. Okay, this is exam oriented question, comparison in between Hertzberg model and the Maslow's model or Hertzberg two-factor theory with the Maslow's need hierarchy theory. ऐसे क्वेश्चन पूछ सकता है. The next theory, after we covered about the Douglas McGregor's theory X and theory Y. Okay, then we cover about the Maslow's need hierarchy theory, then Hertzberg's two-factor theory we have covered. Then we are focusing on ERG theory of motivation. What is ERG? E stands for what? R stands for what? G stands for what? Okay. To bring Maslow's need hierarchy theory of motivation in synchronization with empirical research, Clayton Alderfer redefined it in his own term. His rework is called ERG theory of motivation. He recategorized Maslow's hierarchy of needs into three simpler and broader classes of needs. Okay, this ERG theory, which was brought from Maslow, and who brought Clayton Alderfer, has brought this theory. Okay, that is expected relatedness and growth theory. Okay, that is existence relatedness growth theory, existence relatedness growth theory. That is, this is the theory which has been derived from Maslow's need hierarchy theory. Existence, under existence, what will come? The food, cloth, shelter will come. Your psychological or physiological need will come. Okay, and some social need will come under the existence. Then relatedness, under relatedness, what will come? The love, belongingness, the social needs will come under the relatedness needs. Then under growth, what will come? The esteem will come. Esteem need will come. Your prestige. Okay, that will come, and your reputation that will come, and also the self-actualization needs will come under the growth. So whatever the hierarchy that is being reduced, hierarchy of Maslow that is being reduced into the three needs, that is the existence needs, relatedness needs, then growth needs. The physiological as well as safety needs are coming under the existence, whereas the your love, belongingness, that is the social needs, are coming under the relatedness, whereas the self-actualization as well as the esteem needs are coming under the growth category. Okay, so existence needs, we discuss about the physiological and physical safety needs, that is coming under the existing needs. The relatedness, that is the love, affection, interaction and interpersonal relationship that is exist between the people. Okay, public fame and recognition, that is will come under the relatedness. And what will come under the growth needs, that is the growth and advancement and the esteem, and also the self-actualization and self-development will come under the growth needs. So whatever the ERG theory, that is existing, related needs and growth needs, the ERG needs or the ERG theory, categorically there are three category of needs, that is existence needs, then related needs, then growth needs. Okay, so this is all about ERG, that is existence, relatedness, then growth. Then what is the significance of this ERG theory? ERG theory states that at a given point of time, more than one need may be operational. ये ERG theory क्या बोलता है कि एक टाइम में दो दो नीड एराइज होगा एक एक एम्प्लॉय को. वो सोशल नीड भी एराइज हो सकता है, सेल्फ एस्टीम नीड्स भी एराइज हो सकता है, एग्जिस्टिंग नीड एराइज हो सकता है, रिलेटेडनेस नीड भी एराइज हो सकता है. ये नहीं कि एक ही नीड एक ही टाइम में जाएगा. It is not that only one need can operate in one time. There are several need which can be operate in one time also, according to the ERG theory. That is the importance of this theory. Then ERG theory also shows that if the fulfillment of a higher level need is subdued, there is an increase in desire for satisfying lower level need. अगर आपका higher need अगर fulfill नहीं हुआ, okay, तो आपको क्या है एक स्ट्रॉन्ग डिजायर बढ़ जाएगा कि आप अपना लोअर लेवल नीड को फुलफिल कर सको. जैसे आपका अगर ग्रोथ नीड फुलफिल नहीं हुआ तो आप क्या करोगे, रिलेटेड नीड्स को चले जाओगे. अगर आपका रिलेटेड नीड अगर पूरा नहीं होगा तो आप एग्जिस्टिंग नीड को पूरा करने के लिए कोशिश करोगे. ये क्या है, एक थ्योरी है, उसके ऊपर आधारित है. If a higher level need aggravates, and an individual may revert to increase the satisfaction of a lower level need. अगर आपका हायर लेवल नीड एग्रावेट हो जाता है, आपको नहीं मिलता है हाई लेवल नीड, आप क्या है दूसरे जो उसके निचले स्तर में है जो कि लोअर लेवल नीड को आप चले जाते हो. जैसे मैंने बोला आपका जो ग्रोथ नीड अगर सेटिस्फाई नहीं हुआ है, ग्रोथ नीड आपको अचीव करने में मुश्किल हो रहा है, तो आप क्या करोगे, ग्रोथ नीड के नीचे जो कि रिलेटेडनेस है उसको चले जाओगे. आपका अगर रिलेटेडनेस नहीं पूरा हुआ तो आप एग्जिस्टिंग नीड को चले जाओगे. दिस इज कॉल्ड फ्रस्ट्रेशन रिग्रेशन एस्पेक्ट ऑफ ERG थ्योरी. इसको हम क्या बोलते हैं, फ्रस्ट्रेशन रिग्रेशन एस्पेक्ट. इसे क्या बोलते हैं, दिस इज थ्योरी, दैट इज द फ्रस्ट्रेशन रिग्रेशन एस्पेक्ट ERG थ्योरी. मैंने जो अभी भी डिस्कशन किया, आपका अगर हायर नीड पूरा नहीं होता है, आप हायर नीड अचीव नहीं कर सकते हो, इफ देयर इज डोमिनेंट बाय समवन of your higher needs, if you are not getting that higher need to be accomplished, then you can get satisfied after going to your lower needs, and which is known as frustration regression aspect of this ERG theory. Manager must understand that an employee has various needs that must be satisfied at the same time. Manager has to understand, manager को अच्छा खासा knowledge होना चाहिए, एक ही टाइम में एक एम्प्लॉय तरह तरह की नीड उसका सेटिस्फाई होना है, और मैनेजर हैज टू सेटिस्फाई दोज नीड्स टू द एम्प्लॉइज. इफ द मैनेजर कंसंट्रेट सोली ऑन वन नीड एट ए टाइम, दिस विल नॉट इफेक्टिवली मोटिवेट द एम्प्लॉय. अगर एम्प्लॉय का अगर मैनेजर ओनली वन नीड कंसंट्रेट करेगा, सिर्फ और सिर्फ एक नीड को अकम्प्लिश करने के लिए कोशिश करेगा, तो यहाँ पे इफेक्टिव नहीं हो पाएगा मोटिवेशन. It leads to what? Also, the frustration regression aspect of ERG theory has an added effect on workplace motivation. Okay, so frustration regression aspect also consider, it is also adding certain effect on the workplace of the in motivation. अगर आपका higher need चाहते हो वो नहीं पूरा हो रहा है, तो आप निचले स्तर में जा रहे हो, तो वो क्या है, मोटिवेशन के ऊपर वो इम्पैक्ट डालता है. Next, and the last theory is all about the McClelland's need theory of motivation, or McClelland's motivation theory बोल सकते हैं, और McClelland's need theory बोल सकते हैं हम. Okay, so McClelland's need theory is all about, there are three needs, that is need for achievement, need for power, and need for appellation. So एक आदमी का, एक वर्कर का, एक एम्प्लॉय का तीन नीड आता है, जो कि नीड फॉर अचीवमेंट होता है, नीड फॉर पावर होता है, नीड फॉर एफिलिएशन होता है. व्हाट इज नीड फॉर अचीवमेंट? टू accomplish something higher which is known as need for achievement. तुम ये जो नीड फॉर अचीवमेंट वाले होते हैं वो हमेशा क्या है, they are not take the low risk, they always take the high risk. Their affinity to take the risk, they prefer, they don't prefer the low risk, they always prefer the high risk. They want to lead the things, they want to accomplish something. Okay, so that is known as what? Need for achievement. अगर एक लॉयर ने अपना, लॉयर का अचीवमेंट क्या है, अगर वो केस जीत लिया, उसका क्या है, वो अचीवमेंट है. अगर पेंटर का एक पेंट सेल होगा, उसके लिए वो क्या है, achievement. So need for achievement is to accomplish your objective, accomplish your desire. That is the need for achievement. एक आदमी क्यों काम करना चाहता है, ये वर्कर क्यों काम करना चाहते हैं? टू अचीव समथिंग, टू accomplish समथिंग. ओके, ये लोग जो अचीवमेंट करते हैं वो हमेशा लोअर नीड को अचीवमेंट नहीं करते, वो हायर सोचते हैं, हायर नीड अचीवमेंट करते हैं. ओके, जिन जो हायर रिस्क लेके हायर अचीवमेंट करते हैं वो क्या है, नीड फॉर अचीवमेंट. नेक्स्ट वन इज नीड फॉर पावर. सम पीपल, सम वर्कर, दे वांट पावर. Okay, there are two type of power will be there. One is personal power will be there, another institutional power or social power will be there. Personal power में आप दूसरे को इन्फ्लुएंस करते हो, एक आदमी को इन्फ्लुएंस करते हो. लेकिन जो इंस्टीट्यूशनल पावर में आप क्या है, कोई भी वर्कर को और सबऑर्डिनेट्स को आप क्या मोटिवेट करके आप क्या करते हो, आप अपना ऑर्गेनाइजेशन का गोल पूरा करते हो. सो दिस नीड फॉर पावर लीड्स टू द लीडरशिप, जो कि इस पावर से एक लीडर खड़ा होता है, एक लीडर आता है किसी के सामने, जो कि कुछ ऑब्जेक्टिव और गोल को अचीव करने का जिसके पास एबिलिटी होता है. सो people want for people motivate because to get certain power, because of the need for power they want to be motivated. The need for appellation, why people be motivated, because for the love, because for the affection, because for the friendliness, because for the belongingness, because for the social needs. They want these kind of things, so that can motivate them. Okay, so they want to put the action because there is, they require friendship, they require love, they require affection. So this need for appellation to accomplish, these people do work. Some people for the power they do work, some people to achieve something in the life they can that can motivate them to work. So this is all about this Macklin's need theory, where it is categorized to, there are three kind of needs. One is need for achievement, another need for power, another one is need for affiliation. Affiliation means love, affection. This is known as affiliation. Okay, so love towards your peers, love towards your friends, love towards your family. So these are coming under need for affiliation. Need for power, what will come? The your desire to regulate someone's behavior, that is the personal power. And also there are certain things will be there where you want to regulate the behavior of all the employees to accomplish the desired action, to accomplish the objective of the organization, where the true leadership will come under this particular need for power. The need for achievement is to accomplish something to be the best, that like growth, advancement, and you would like to take certain amount of risk which is quite high, and you can get a higher result of your growth. That is the need for achievement. I already told that the lawyer gets satisfied when he win the cases, and a painter gets satisfied when his painter is sold. So that's why that is their achievement. Okay, so people motivated when this need gets satisfied, and they can put their action, they can do the work to accomplish this kind of needs. We have discussed about today the theory is all about the ERG theory, that is the existence, relatedness, and growth. Existence means what? The existence needs, that means your physiological needs, your safety needs will come, safety of property, safety your family, the insurance you are taking for that. Okay, so that is the existence needs. Then relatedness is all about the that will come the love, the affection, the belongingness, the friendliness, that will come under the relatedness. Then growth, that will come self esteem, the self development, the self actualization, that will come under the existence, relatedness, and growth. And who had suggested this particular ERG theory? Clayton Alderfer, who has defined the ERG theory. And whatever the Maslow's need hierarchy theory, which is having the five phases, and which is having certain hierarchy, that is being reduced through to the five category of needs to the three category of needs, that is the existence, relatedness, and the growth. Okay, and we have compared in between the today the Maslow's model with the Hedgehogs model. Hedgehog is having the two-factor theory. One is motivating factor and another is hygiene factor. Motivating factor अगर रहेगा तो एक एम्प्लॉय क्या होगा, सेटिस्फाई होगा. अगर हाइजीन फैक्टर नहीं रहेगा तो एक एम्प्लॉय के पास वो क्या होगा, डिससेटिस्फाई हो जाएगा. So and we have compared the Maslow's model with the Hedgehog two factors, and we discuss about what are the maintenance factor and what are the motivating factor of the Hedgehog theory. Okay, and these three are coming under the category of maintenance factor, and which is the social safety and physiological need of the Maslow. And motivator, these two are the motivators. Okay, under that the challenging of the work and the responsibility, advancement, recognition, growth in the job, these are coming under the motivator. And the maintenance factor, that is the salary, the personal life, the working condition, the job security. Okay, the rule, regulation, the organization policy, company policy, and status, these are all coming under the maintenance factor, which was suggested by the Hedgehog. After experimenting his theory to the 200 engineers, he found this particular and suggested this particular theory. Okay, that is known as what, Hedgehog motivation theory. So today we discuss about the Hedgehog motivation theory, and also we discuss about the ERG theory, that is the existence, relatedness, and growth theory. And the last we have discussed about the McClelland's need or motivation theory. Okay, so this is all about the motivation and the motivation chapter, and we have completed the motivation chapter after discussing about the Maslow's need hierarchy theory, Douglas McGregor's, okay, the theory X and theory Y, Hedgehog two-factor theory, and the ERG theory, that is existence, relatedness, and growth theory, and McClelland's need theory. And also we discuss about the Hedgehog two-factor theory or Hedgehog's motivation theory. So this is all about the chapter motivation. For the examination point of view, you can expect different theories, that is specifically Maslow's theory and Hedgehog two-factor theory, and their comparison will come in the examination. Thank you for listening patiently.